All great points, Jeff, as usual. And now let's welcome our next guest, income specialist Andrew Agemy. He's the founder of Agemy Financial Strategies, a retirement income store located not too far from my own office in the great state of Connecticut. Andrew, thanks so much for being back with us here on the Income Generation.
My pleasure, indeed my pleasure.
Andrew, you look like a tall temple of financial wisdom.
But you can't tell how tall I am. I'm sitting down.
Oh, I know you're about 6'6", 6'7"?
I was 6'5" in the day, but you know, I'm a little shorter now.
You shrunk. Well, tell us what your biggest concerns are with your clients in relation to inflation. Bestow us your tall financial wisdom.
Oh, right. Well, you know, my clients are very concerned about inflation, and but we are working diligently at trying to make sure that everything is in place for them, because and one of the great ways to combat inflation, we believe, is to be able to have income, dividends and interest that can still be coming in and moving forward, and positioning people to be able to buy investments when it's time, and put them in a position, and we're buying the right investments now, so that you know, if inflation comes back big time, well, we'll be good. If deflation happens, well, we're in a good spot. So it's a, you know, the aspect of diversification is very huge, and being able to take care of them and calm their fears.
So what you're saying then is having an income style versus a growth style is probably a better hedge for inflation at these all-time stock market peaks. Is that what you're telling us? Definitely.
It's always great to have that money coming in, and if you need it, you can spend it. If you don't need it, well, then you can reinvest it, and it's great options.
You know, you really are a tall temple of financial wisdom. I'm really impressed with you, Andrew.
So Andrew, you know, it's funny because, as you know, there's two ways to create an inflation hedge when investing for income. One is by being in this universe of bonds and bond-like instruments and just not spending all the income, reinvesting some. The other one is to do it in more dividend-oriented stocks. So tell me about your clientele. What do you find in terms of, are more of them going the dividend-oriented stock route, or more going the bonds and bond-like instruments route? And why do you think that is?
Well, most of my clients are in the bonds and bond-like instruments more than the stocks with the dividend-paying stocks. And one of the big reasons for that is because they are very concerned about what's going out there in the market. You know, where you know, my understanding is of the S&P 500, there's about a third of them that are zombie companies, as we call them, that you know, are just indebted. That as long as the interest rates stay low and the stock market goes high, they're able to keep up with the debt service. But that positions them for, if something should happen, they'll be in bad shape. And so that my clients are afraid of that, and they're not that they won't invest in that at all, but that's certainly not the largest portion for them, because they like the aspect of getting that 5-6% of dividends coming in, dividends and interest, and having that coming in no matter what. So that's what they're enjoying.
So real quick, Andrew, are more of the people that you see coming in concerned about inflation, or do you need to educate them about inflation to get them to understand its impacts long term?
I would say there's some of both, you know, because there's a wide spectrum of people, and some of them understand inflation, understand how that works, and some have no clue. And so we're trying to hedge the bets for all of them.
Perfect, thank you. And hey, that previous question, by the way, was self-serving. Since we're kind of sort of competitors, I'm only 20 minutes by car from you, my practice in the shoreline in Connecticut. Since I know you're getting all the people that are conservative and want bonds and bond-like instruments, now I can scoop up all the folks that want to be in higher dividend stocks. So thank you for the competitive intelligence. I really appreciate that. And thanks for being with us as usual.
You're too busy with this television show and everything. You're just too busy for all those companies you have. You're just too busy to help them. So, you know, they need to, you know, get somebody that can actually be there for them, you know?
Thanks again. I really appreciate it.